Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. This is part 3 of my design team project for happiness in crafting. I'm using the beautiful blue butterfly collection by Happiness in Crafting, and I am attempting to follow a tutorial by Julie Stine. I hope I can do it justice. She made a beautiful concertina / accordion tag journal, and that's what we are working on today. We have already put everything together, and I've got a few things that I have kind of put together what I want, pockets and belly bands and things like that that we can work on today. This is the front cover, and it accordions out. And here's the spine. I've got 2 signatures. I may add a little bit more to these. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be filling up this big spine. I usually do a 1-inch spine. This is 1 1/4, and I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes when we get a few things in here. I'm not going to put a lot of things in here because it's kind of one of those, what I like to call an inside-out journal. The writing space is here, and the pockets and tags and such are there. But I'm going to put these aside for a minute, and I may just add like maybe an envelope or a paper bag or a couple of things like that, and that may take care of adding to the thickness bulk of that. So I've got some post-it notes for myself so I can remember what's going on, because if you'll remember, I originally wanted this for the cover, and I flipped it over. I flipped over the middle section, and I did not flip over the end sections because I thought they were already flipped over, and I confused myself and I got it backwards. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because all of the papers are beautiful, and we're going to make it work. So I still get this beautiful page in here, but now I have this beautiful page on the front cover and this one on the back. And there are, it does open on both sides. These papers are gorgeous. I just, as soon as I saw this, I knew this is what I wanted to make with this collection. So let's start with the cover. Let's do that. And I've got this just laying open, accordioned here, and I have a stack up here somewhere. Front cover. Okay, so I've got one of these little heart trim. This is a trim. I think I got this on AliExpress a while back. I'm not sure if that's where it came from. It could have been from Amazon. I have lace from everywhere, but I'm pretty sure this was AliExpress, and I've just cut one of the hearts out. I've got one of the pieces of ephemera. I've got some little rhinestone strips, faux rhinestone strips, and I've just paper clipped everything together. I've got some cheesecloth, a little bit of this lace, and a piece of coffee dyed paper. So let's put that aside for a minute. Let's just work on this. I believe this is going to go better than this. This is kind of yellowy, which would work. But I've already inked this, and I decided this was the side. There's some tan colors in here, but there's also some gray / putty colors, and that's why I decided to use the, what did I decide to use? The hickory smoke for the inking. I'm just checking to see, make sure that I'm recording. Okay, so I know I want this to be in the middle, and I did tear around this, so it's got some irregularities. I may want to put that like that. And I thought I might put the heart over here on this side, maybe some cheesecloth under here on that corner, and no, I'm going to put this here. I'm trying to remember, because I did this a couple days ago. I put all this stuff together, and now it's like, don't reinvent the wheel. So yeah, this is going to go on here like that. I wanted this trim to be hanging down, and then these rhinestones are going to go like so. So that's going to be our cover. Now, I need to find Let's see. Yeah, my Cricut tool. And I need to clean this. It's got glue on it. But anyway, I use this for getting the adhesive, or not the adhesive, but the release paper off the back of these stickers. And okay, I just want to stick that on there like that. I just love this faux rhinestones. Okay, and I guess I'll pull my glue out and just glue this cheesecloth. I don't want it sticking out a huge amount, but I do want it sticking kind of over the edge a little bit, just to add a little more interest. And okay, and we'll glue this down. Yeah, this isn't rocket science, but you know, when you choose a collection that has all these gorgeous designs, you cannot go wrong. Whatever you do is going to turn out brilliant. So just go for it. Don't be afraid. It took me a long time. I watched hundreds and hundreds of videos before I started doing these journals, and I have so much fun doing it now. I'm so glad that I didn't stay in the watching zone. Alright, so I think that this line right here will go right along the bottom of that piece. So I am going to run my glue. Well, let's get that off. It helps. Right along the bottom edge, and then I just make some circles here. Okay, because I think that fits right pretty much underneath the butterfly wishes. I'm going to move that over a tad. And I did have my little eyelash thing around here somewhere. There it is. Push it over a little bit just to make sure that it's mostly centered. I think it is. And I have this lace hanging down. There we go. And then just going to put that heart right over the top. These hearts are so cute. Now, I am using rhinestones, but the hearts all have pearls on them. And I tried to disassemble one, and it does not disassemble. It goes right through with a little thingy-majigger, to use the technical term. So we're just going to go with the extra pearls and not worry about them. A little pearl here and there never hurt anyone. Okay. Don't drop. Okay. Just gonna kind of center it inside the bottom of this. Get that down in there. I'm sure some of that glue is going to go through. But we'll worry about that. It's going to be glued to the cover anyway, so. These little silicone things, I got this at Dollar Tree. They really come in handy. I have a pink one somewhere. I have a gray one. I use it for spreading out Mod Podge on things, or what's that other stuff? The glossy accents, or this Fabric Fusion. This Aleene's Fabric Fusion it reminds me so much of the glossy accents. Okay. All right. So there's our little topper. Now let's, yeah, it did. It didn't stick down. That's all right. This mat is getting to be, I'm gonna see how far I can get how much more use I can get out of it before I toss it. And I think I want to put this toward the top like that, because I'm not going to add another label or anything. I think this is enough. It says Butterfly Wishes. Put a little bit of extra on there. Whew. Been a couple days since I smelled that. Alright, so let's go right there. It's funny how potent that is. Alright. Kind of make sure that it's somewhat centered there. I like it. I think that looks pretty. But then again, like I said, these papers are gorgeous, so whatever I do, I can't go wrong. Okay, so I am not going to do anything on the back cover, because I find that on the back cover, things, you know, you set your book down, it gets scooted across, things kind of have a tendency to fall off. In fact, I'll probably come back and make sure that this piece of lace trim is on there really good. Oh, in fact, I forgot to mention that. I put a piece of lace on both sides of every joint. Both sides of the book. Okay? Alright, so okay, cover's done, back cover. Okay, let's fold these over and go to the next one. I took off my marker for what I was going to put there, so I'm not sure. I guess whatever's left will go on those 2 pages. My sticker got moved, but this says left and right corner flip. Where are my other, oh, here they are. I do. Okay, so these are corners. Yeah, I don't know how they got way over there. They must have fallen out of the book when I moved it. Alright, so you can see some of this lace is kind of coming up on me, so let's fix that. I'm pretty sure that this is a rounded corner tuck that's going to go here. Pretty sure, because I think I did 4, and that'll be 2 for each side. Alright, stay put now. Alright, so so this is what I have for this. That fits right on there like that. And I need to make this one. Okay, so maybe this goes here. Yeah. Either way, that butterfly is getting covered up, so oh well. We can live with it. There's butterflies on the other pages, so now I can get rid of those tags. So this is really easy. I don't know why I have an extra piece of, oh, okay, it's not an extra piece, it's one continuous piece. Don't mind me. Alright, so this is, gosh, I guess I should have waited till tomorrow to record. I thought, well, I'll get in an extra video today, but I do think better in the mornings. I need to ink around the edges here. This is not a corner flip, but a corner pocket. I want to put lace across the longest side. And I will run my lace flat edge against the pocket edge. So like such, making sure that this is on the edge. Now we want to take this bling and stick it in the middle. I thought I had this pulled back. Yeah, I did. There we go. All right. So that's going to go about that far. I like to put it in this middle section. My glue is kind of sticky. Okay. So what's the weather like in your neck of the woods? It was 106 yesterday here in Fresno. Very warm. Had our AC on 75. We usually keep it around 75, 76. It never went below 80. It was a little sticky in here last night. Well, not so comfortable. Alright, so let's glue this down. We're going to glue this down on the opposite side. Okay. I have gone ahead and cut out some tags and things to stick in the pockets, so we'll get to those. I'm not sure how much I'm going to decorate those. There's so much going on already. I may just either add some lace to the top or, you know, a tie, of course. I've got some neat blue ribbon I want to use. It's really cool. I'll show it to you right here in a sec. Oh, I lined that up on the bottom on this one, so I better do the same. Okay. I bought a bunch of blue ribbon from AliExpress, and most of it I probably won't even ever use. You know, you can't really see what's in the bundle. A lot of it is, I don't know, just not what I would use. It's a lot of printed stuff. But this was really pretty, and now that I'm looking at it under the light, the blue is not the same color as this blue. This is almost a purpley color, but the purples that I have don't go either, so I'm having a hard time finding that color for the ribbon. But I have this. Remember this? Look at those roses. This matches perfectly, so I will be using that on some tags. And then I found some of these really pretty trims in my stash, and of course I already showed you this one that we did on the cover. And so yeah, I don't know, I may put this somewhere on the top of a tag. Maybe if it's not right next to a butterfly. I thought it looked kind of periwinkle-ish, you know, like a blue purple, but yeah, under this light it doesn't look like it goes together very well, but oh well. All right, so yes, we are going to put these pockets, and I have two of them made already here. I want to put these here, and so that those little hearts will kind of stick out the bottom. So let's go ahead and make a couple more. These will be for the other side. Well, actually, let's just do it when we get to the other side. Let's just go ahead and glue these down. I'm only going to glue these on two sides, and I think if I do these backwards, if I do this one here and this one here, then you'll see some of that butterfly. So let's do that, and then we will show you how to make these when we get to the other side. All right. If I line that up like that and I line the other one like that, these are going to be staggered. Okay, I'm just, yeah, figuring it out in my head how I want this. about 1/8 of an inch from the edge like I did this one. There's no glue on that, don't know why I'm rubbing it down. Alright, let's bring this one in, do the same. Okay, along the bottom, and there again, about 1/8 of an inch in. I don't think they're going to be staggered. I think they're going to be together. So on the other side, I want to stagger those pockets so they're in the opposite place. So that the pockets are on this side, so that we get 2 heart lace pieces down there, kind of next to each other. So there we go. Alright, so this is our cover. We have that pocket, or corner tuck, and then we have our corner pockets. So this is the outside of our journal. Okay, I am going to glue a piece of ribbon here for a closure, and I was going to use this because it almost looks a little closer here, but now that I'm looking at this light, I don't think I'm going to use that. I'm going to have to find something else. So let's open it on the inside and open it again. Alright, so okay, let's see what we've got here. Rounded corner tuck. I think I'm gonna, well, I could put the belly band here because this is just an overall pattern, and the belly band's gonna go kind of like this. Alright, so I've got this belly band piece will be attached here, and then this little booklet will slide over it and will be adhered. So I can do that on here and here. So let's move that, and then that way I can do these little corner pockets. Yeah. So this will be a belly band. Okay, so then these rounded corner ones will be here, and if I have that on the bottom, see how the lace will stick out the bottom? That'll be perfect. So I do need to ink these. Not a lot, but just enough. Okay, and all right, so I probably should have looked at that other side. Okay, so lace on the bottom. Let's do that first. And if I move that up, maybe you guys can see what I'm doing. Otherwise, what's the point? Right now I can tell it's getting warm. I have the ceiling fan on. I have the air conditioning on. And it's 3:30 and I am very warm. So it's going to be another hot one. I think they said 105, only 105 today. But then by next week, Monday I believe, it'll be back down to 89 as the high. So we're just holding on for that. I mean, you can't bake anything in the oven. You can't, you know what I mean? It just gets too dang hot in here. My sister gave me some bananas and she's like, you need to make Mom some banana bread. I'm like, yeah, well, that'll happen next week after this heat wave because I don't want to turn my oven on at all. It is too hot. Now's a good time to use your Instant Pot, air fryer, all of those wonderful things. The air fryer does get a little bit hot, but not as bad. Okay, I need to get I put a little bit too much glue on that. Well, let's just use our finger. It comes off if you rub it at the right time. I'm spreading the ink around at the same time. Okay, let's try this again. And just put one little strip of glue. There we go. Trim that off. Okay. And a little snippet left. I think I want to try making some of those snippets like Tracy Fox does, where she uses the masking tape, because the masking tape comes in a variety of widths, and I have so many of these little snippet pieces. I think that would be fun. Maybe I get my daughter in on that one. Okay, now we want to make, I think I did this about halfway down. So, okay, appears I've run out of time. I better get to the point. Let's glue this next one on. I finished gluing the other one on, and I'm just doing the top half. Okay. Like that. Somewhat centered as best I can. Okay, so let's glue these on. Okay. Alright, we got that one. Let's get this one. Oh, I forgot to put the bling on, so we'll do that in a second. Make sure I'm putting it in the right place. Nothing like second guessing yourself. That pearl is going to stick up quite a bit, but that's okay. This is a bulky project anyway with the concertina / accordion. Okay. How many people can play the accordion? I'm raising my hand. That was my first instrument when I was a kid. I was 5 years old and I took accordion lessons, and I was doing really well, and the instructor told me that I had to take a year of accordion, 3 years of a piano before I could get to guitar. And when I was 5 years old, because I wanted to just play guitar, so when I was 5 years old, I wasn't interested in waiting that long. So I told my mom I wanted to quit. And she got mad at arguing me, said she was arguing with me all the time to practice anyway. So I quit. And then when I was older, like 9 or 10, I started taking piano lessons from someone else. I took about, I guess, let's see, 4 or 5, 6 years of piano. I don't play very well. I took 3 years of flute in band in high school, and I was always in choir, church choir, school choir. All right, so where's my little strip that goes with this? I thought I had it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I've got this. This is one piece of 8.5 by 11 coffee dyed paper, and I cut the strips. I did it horizontally, and I cut it into two 3-inch strips, and then that gave me one that was smaller, and I just stuck that in the middle. This piece is 3 by 1.5. And I'm going to put that over the top and staple it. Looks like my paper's a tad bigger, but that's okay. I'll staple it. I'll just put it in the middle. All right, where's my stapler? So, old trusty stapler. And then I want to put some of this lace over the top to cover the staples. And we'll add some bling. Don't have to cover the staples, but I wanted to. All right. And take a piece of this. Like I said, I need to get the glue off of there. I don't know why it has so much glue. I must have stuck it in the glue bottle or something to, you know, sometimes the glue bottle gets stuck. There we go. All right. So I'm going to put a little glue on there just for security's sake. These are really sticky, but you know, you never know. Oops. There we go. So there's my extra. And then my belly band is 3.5, and I've just put a little bit of that ribbon on the end. That's all there is to that. Okay, so let's glue those on. I don't know why I have that sticker there. Okay, so I am going to glue as close to the edge as possible because I want to make sure that the paper will slide in. Yeah, this one goes this way. I think there would be good. Make sure it's straight. Let's do the other one here. Sometimes it's hard to tell which way it goes. I think it goes this way. Let's do it kind of across from that one. There's going to be pages in between, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I think that looks pretty good. And once we get the paper in there, it's not going to really matter. So just take that back piece and just slide it under. There we go. And we'll do this one. Just kind of make sure that's glued down well. Come on. There we go. Okay, so there's our little booklets. All right. I know my time was up, but I kind of would like to just go ahead and finish these inside pockets because I believe that's all I have left. And those are going to go, oh, we need to stick these on. We need to stick these little pieces on. Now, because this isn't going on fabric, I'm just going to go ahead and stick them down. I know they'll stay stuck because they're very sticky. When I'm putting them on fabric, I usually will add a little bit of glue. But these go here. And here's the other one. Whew. Come on now. There we go. The air just kicked on. That will help me. Goodness. when it's cold outside, I want it to be warm, and when it's warm, I want it to be cool. Oh, we don't get much spring and fall. I wish we had more spring and fall. That would help. All right, so let's wrap up this last page. This says rounded corner tuck, but it's not. It's going to be this inside pocket. Now, what I've done with this inside pocket is fun. I just added a strip of this cool lace to a rectangular piece. This happens to measure 1, 2, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I believe this is one of the journal cards, and I cut it in half, and I made 2 pockets out of that. That's what I did with these. This is one of the journal cards, cut in half, rounded the corner. And one of the extra pieces that I had where I had cut tags and had a strip left over, that's where the belly band came from. And so yeah, let's make another one of these. Oh, I just can't get over how pretty this, I've already inked that, but how pretty this paper is. I just love it. I'm like, I don't know how I missed this kit before. I've been following Gi for a long time, and I don't know how I could have missed this one. So pretty. Especially with those vintage roses in the back. You know that's my thing. Okay, so let's get this on. I'm gonna try and center it. Like that. And then trim this on the sides. Easier said than done. Let me go from the bottom. There, it's a little bit easier. Okay. Not keeping those 2 little scraps. All right, and then I've got these 6 pieces of little rhinestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And I got these at a yard sale. I asked a lady, I said, I went to her yard sale and I got a blouse that had lace on it. And I said, you don't happen to have any, you know, vintage doilies or anything like that? And I told her, you know, what I did, and whoop, that wasn't supposed to happen. She said, I've got a bunch of scrapbook stuff I don't need anymore if you want it. And she said, and she came out with a basket full of stuff. And I think she sold me the whole basket for $5. And I was like, I'm still using some of this stuff, but it had this bling, it had some paper. She even had scissors in there. I said, no, I'm not going to take your scissors, because she had, I mean, I guess I could have taken advantage of her, but the scissors were nice pinking shears, and I said, I'm not going to take those in the $5 deal, because that wouldn't be fair. So, but yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff. Glue, ink, I didn't use the ink, but a lot of blingy stuff in there. Probably, well, and a lot of paper too. Probably a good $20–30 worth of materials that she had in there, ribbon and different things. So that was fun. All right, I feel like I'm missing something. No, that's good. All right, let's glue this baby down. I haven't been yard selling, well, recently I haven't, because it's too stinking hot, but you know, this year has been weird, so I haven't been yard selling. Well, we say yard selling here. I haven't been going to any yard sales. I guess it's yard selling if you're selling, and yard sailing if you're looking for a sale. I don't know. But there haven't been a lot, you know, and a lot of them are just baby clothes. I don't need baby clothes unless they're covered in lace, in which case, you know. But I'd rather somebody else get that blessing if they want them for a baby dedication or, you know, whatever, baptism. All right, so let's get this one on here. this lace is gonna look cool. How did I line that up? Okay. I want it to be somewhat similar. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, that's cool. So that's going to be really cool when we get everything in it. I really like how this is turning out, so I'm going to do it this way. And right now I do have, you can see there's some thickness here with the pearls, but we're going to be adding some flip overs and clusters, so that will help with the top area. And then we're going to probably, I guess, the next thing I need to do is sew in the signatures. So I need to decide. Right now I have 10. Let me show you what I have. I have 2. I use the ones with the birds for the covers, Butterfly Wishes and Butterfly Wings, and I've just got 4 background pages. I did back them with the music paper. I've got some graph paper, a half page of coffee dyed that has a fold on it. You can see that. Here's the fold on the back side, and another background page. I've got music, coffee, another background page, ledger. You know, I love my ledger paper. Here's another one of the half pages. And then I used this one for the center because it was so pretty. So that's the one signature, and the other one is very, very similar with different papers. These were all the papers that I had printed out on the that were not borderless, and some are on 20-pound paper, some are on 32-pound paper. I just didn't want to waste them, so. And then taking those half pages and kind of folded them in, and then here's the center of this one. So yeah, I think I'll go through and see if I want to maybe add a couple paper bags or an envelope or something just to give it a little bit more bulk. And because I've got 10 pages in each, that's 20. But if I add 2 more items in each, I think that'll be good. And then that will go here. And I think I'll go ahead and sew that in. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys are liking this. I've got some good feedback so far. So, Julie, if you're watching, let me know what you think. Am I doing okay? And yeah, I'll be back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.